guys, and welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be, thankfully it has a happy ending, but man oh man was I mad. I was so worried and so confused and so... Let's just get into this video. This is the story of the night I thought my mom died. So let's just go right into this video. So I've got to explain a few things before we get right in onto the story. This was after our grad. So our town and our high school sucks. So we have a sorry excuse for a grad. So this was 2 years after I actually graduated from high school. So I would have been 20. And I was hanging out with my friends who were 19. And we went to go watch the kids who were graduating, so they would have been 18. Whatever. So the way our town high school graduation works is you have your high school grad probably starting at noon to 2. And then all the girls get ready, they get their hair done, they put their dresses on. Because this is our prom as well. Like I said, sorry excuse for high school. So yeah, our prom and high school grad are on the same day, and then the year after I graduated, they started having a grad supper. So the same as this year, or the year this happened, I can never get my thoughts together. The same year this story took place, they had a supper. So that means they got ready, they had to be at the place where they were having supper at 5 o'clock. And then the Grand March takes place at 7. So the Grand March is when they walk around the entire building so that anybody can come to that building and see all the grad dresses and see who went with who and whatever else you want to snoop on. So the Grand March was at 7. So after the Grand March, me and my friends went to Boston Pizza for appetizers and drinks. And this is where the story takes place. So another thing I need to quickly explain is my family lives a half hour outside of the town that I grew up in. So that means when I am in this town, hanging out with friends and drinking, my mom or dad comes to pick me up, or I stay at my grandma or my uncle's house. This particular night, my mother was staying in town to drive me home, and this is where the story gets good. She actually went out to coffee with her friends, which, small town things, were the moms of some of the girls that I was with. So I was with their daughters, she was with their moms. Hope that makes sense. They went for coffee and we went for alcoholic drinks. So we were in Boston Pizza having our appetizers, having a good time. I told my mom that we would be done around 10 o'clock. So we probably got to Boston Pizza around 7:30 or 8 o'clock because Grand March really doesn't take that long. So we were probably there, I would say 8 o'clock. We got there at 8, having a grand old time. I text my mom about 9:15, 9:30, saying, hey, we're just about to pay, come get me. She didn't answer that text message, so we paid. And then we went to leave, and I was standing in the entrance of the Boston Pizza, and my friends left. Which, number one, I still can't believe my friends actually left me there. Like, hello, wait with me, please. Anyway, they left, so I'm standing there by myself. I phoned my mom. No answer. So I wait a couple minutes, play on my phone, do whatever. Phone my mom again, probably 10 or 15 minutes later. No answer. And then, so I'm thinking to myself, my mom owns her own business. So she did say that if she finished coffee early, that she was going to go back to the office and work because she owns the business. She can work no matter what time it is. So I thought maybe she got caught up. Maybe she's away from her phone. Maybe she's doing paperwork, whatever. So I sit there for a little bit longer, phone her again. No answer. At this point, I'm starting to get worried because she knew that I was going to be ready around 10 o'clock, and it is probably 10 o'clock at this point. So I phoned my dad, who is, like I said, a half hour out of town at our house, and I'm like, have you talked to mom? Like, she knew that I was going to be ready at 10 o'clock. I phoned her 2 or 3 times at this point, texted her a couple times. I'm here by myself, and so the thing about me, am a very anxious person. I am a very worrisome person. And my dad is very used to these phone calls of me being anxious and worried, because every time I hear a weird sound in my apartment, or every time I hear a weird sound in my car, or you get the point. My dad is my panic call. Let's say that. So he's very used to these phone calls. He's like, no, I haven't talked to her, but phone Annie, which is my grandma, and see if she'll pick you up to take her to her place, and I'll try to get in contact with your mom. If I can't get a hold of her, I will come in and get you. So I phoned my grandma, and she is willing to come and get me. She was already in her pajamas at this point, so she would just have to like change and come and get me. So she's coming to get me, and then I get a phone call from my mom. She is frantic. Absolutely frantic. And she's just like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm at Tim Hortons and I look down on my phone and I have no service. You guys, Tim Hortons is literally across the parking lot from where I was. Across the freaking parking lot. So I thought my mom was like in an accident at this point. I was worried. I thought she died. Like, I didn't know what the hell happened. I phoned my dad. He was about to come and get me. He was about to drive a half hour to come get me. My grandma's about to come and pick me up so I don't have to wait in Boston Pizza. And she's across the parking lot. Across the parking lot. She was frantic. She felt so bad. She's like, I'm on my way, I'm on my way. Literally across the parking lot, but she drove her car over to the Boston Pizza. And I phoned my dad while I was waiting for her. I was like, she replied to me, she's on her way, she didn't have service, whatever. Phoned my grandma, and she thankfully hadn't left yet either, so everybody stayed where they were except for my mother. My mother came and got me. The first thing I said when I opened the door to the vehicle, I thought you died. She felt so bad. She literally felt so bad for the longest time, and it was kind of like the running joke for that whole summer, because grad is in June, and so all summer it was like, yeah, remember the time you died at Tim Hortons? Because I didn't know she was at Tim Hortons. I just knew she was going for coffee. I should clarify that. I did not know she was just across the parking lot, or else I would have gone and checked. But I didn't know. I just knew that they were going for coffee somewhere. They didn't say where. She was literally across the parking lot, and I thought she died because she didn't answer her phone. And the thing, I feel like I have to clarify this. She literally works on her cell phone. So her phone is always by her. So phone her once, she won't answer, normal. Phone her twice, that's a little worrisome. Phone her 3 times, it's like you're dead. So that's why I was kind of like really panicked, but yeah. Everything has a happy ending. She is alive and well. Kind of just a funny story now that we bring up every once in a while. But that is it for today's video, you guys. I hope you did enjoy. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.